Various demonstrations and protests were held against the SAITM Medical College in Malabé. The Government Medical Officers Association held island-wide strikes, citing that a decision regarding SAITM should be provided. Patients and the general public were severely inconvenienced as a result of these strike actions. University students blocked busy streets in urban areas and clashed with the security forces that attempted to disperse them. The university students then broke into the Ministry of Health, where several properties of the ministry were damaged. The medical students at state universities refrained from attending lectures for over 8 months. This wastage of precious time is irreversible. The President appointed a committee to look into all angles of the issue and to provide a solution that will be fair to all stakeholders. Today, a document with the proposals of this presidential committee was released to the media.
A statement including the recommendations of the Presidential Committee appointed to solve problems that have arisen with regard to the Faculty of Medicine at the South Asia Institute of Technology and Medicine, or SAITM, in Malabé was released to the media today.
As per the recommendations of the Presidential Committee, the medical faculty at SAITM is to be abolished in a manner legally acceptable to the current shareholders and lending institutions, while all operations and management of the faculty will be entrusted to a new entity interested in taking over on a not-for-profit basis, thus ending the ownership and management structure of the institution. The statement reads that the profit-oriented entity owned and managed by Dr. Neville Fernando and family would thereby cease to exist. Based on an agreement reached by the above parties, the assets, liabilities, staff and students of SAITM shall be transferred to a non-state not-for-profit making degree awarding entity that will comply with the minimum standards on medical education and training which are yet to be legislated. The statement also notes that the government has consulted several already established non-state not-for-profit entities with the objective of establishing the proposed not-for-profit entity, adding that detailed discussions with interested parties shall start very soon. The opportunity will be afforded to students currently enrolled at the SAITM medical faculty who possess the required entry qualifications to continue medical education in the proposed new institution. Furthermore, issues in respect of former students who have completed their degree course at SAITM should be addressed on the advice of the Sri Lanka Medical Council based on the determination of the Supreme Court case filed on the same. Arrangements are also to be made for students who have completed their degree to undergo clinical training at recommended government hospitals. The suspension of admission of medical students to SAITM, as per a letter issued by the Secretary to the Ministry of Higher Education on the 15th of September 2017, will continue. Hence, all new admissions shall be made to the new entity when only complying with the yet-to-be legislated minimum standards on medical education and training. The statement also notes that the government shall cooperate on all endeavours to make available through financial institutions subsidised student loan schemes to eligible students from low-income families. The current shareholders of SAITM shall not participate in the ownership or management of the new entity. The statement reads that the cooperation of Dr. Neville Fernando and family is extremely important in this regard. The committee also recommends that the Ministry of Health shall gazette and place before Parliament the agreed minimum standards for medical education and training based on the drafts submitted by the Sri Lanka Medical Council upon conclusion of discussions with the SLMC, the Attorney General and other stakeholders. This task is to be mandatorily completed within 1 month from today. The committee has also recommended a chronology for implementing these solutions, beginning with the Ministry of Health gazetting the agreed minimum standards for medical education and training and placing the same before Parliament. Secondly, SAITM, the selected party and lending institutions are to reach an agreement on the transfer of assets, liabilities, staff and students to the proposed not-for-profit entity. Third, the new entity is to be established under the supervision of the Ministry of Higher Education and the University Grants Commission. Fourth, the medical faculty of SAITM will be abolished and the assets, liabilities, staff and students will be transferred to the new entity. Finally, a new not-for-profit medical education degree awarding institute will be established. The Presidential Committee recommends the immediate appointment of a committee of high-level officials to coordinate the implementation of the above measures, with the entire process to be mandatorily completed by the 31st of December 2017.